Hello, hello, hello. Time for the free masterclass. It is a free masterclass time. Just waiting for this to show. Hello. Hello, it is free masterclass time. I am Penny. I'm your direct selling success coach. If you are watching this, but you are actually watching the replay. So let's kick it off with hashtag replay. All right, lovelies. Are you excited? I know I am excited. So I'm just going to do a quick little check to make sure that I am actually live in the right place. So let's see if the notification's popping up in the group. So as you watching the replay, those of you in this bit right now seeing this, you are on the replay bit. Let me know, what are you so excited about from this masterclass? What are you hoping to get from this masterclass? Let me know too, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much social media training have you done? I would love for you to let me know in the comments on a scale from 1, which means, you know, either none, basically no social media training, and 10 would be that you've done loads and loads of social media training. So let me know in the comments. Those of you here watching this bit right now, you are indeed in the replay. Actually, no, we have got some people jumping in live. I've just checked on my phone as my backup. The comments are not coming through yet on the computer. I am recording or going live streaming to you tonight via my laptop, and I can see that I have got some comments coming through already, which is really fantastic. So hello, Jane, Tamara, Michelle, Nicole, fantastic, my lovelies. All right, so I know it'll probably take a few minutes for everybody to come and find us here. And as I say, it is actually, I was hoping the comments were actually going to come up on the laptop for me tonight, but it's not. So I have just opened up my phone in front of me as well. Hey, Kelsey. Hey, Sam. Hey, Rosemary. Hey, Megan. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Karen. So wonderful to see so many of you jumping on. This really is very exciting. I am just going to have a quick squizzy at messages that my computer is giving me. No, I believe we are all okay over here. I'm just going to see if me popping a comment in here on the computer actually kickstart me at being able to see your comments. There you go. Apparently that's all it took. Now I've put a comment. Now I can see your comments up on the computer, which is fantastic. So awesome to see so many of you jumping in. So as you jump in, just while we're waiting for a few more people to jump in so everyone can get started, kick off from the beginning, I would love for you to let me know what you're excited. Are you excited? First up, are you excited for this masterclass? I know I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to come and do this live free masterclass for you this evening. It is this evening here in southern New South Wales, and I'd love to know, have you done any social media training before? Give it to me on a scale of 1 to 10. So 1 being none, or next to none, and 10 being that you've done lots and lots. So Rosemary's done lots. I know Rosemary's come along to quite a few of my masterclasses. Samantha hasn't done any. Kelsey hasn't done much. Karen hasn't done much. Tracy hasn't done much. Hey, Debbie. Fantastic, lovelies. Great to see you all jumping in and hanging out. Amy, hello, my lovely. Yes, one of my favorite little beehive members. Fantastic. Oops, Carol Ann nearly forgot. Well, I'm glad you're here now. Fantastic. Brilliant, my lovelies. I'm really, really excited. Now, what you might not have realized is I'm actually going to, on tonight's Facebook content and engagement masterclass, I'm actually going to do a little bit of a Christmas spin on it for you, because it is the start of October. We are entering the busiest time of the year generally for direct sellers. And so I'm going to give you a few sort sort of little tips around when it comes to Facebook content and engagement. I'm gonna drop a bit of Christmas inspiration in for you as well. All right, Janice is here too. Fantastic, brilliant. Say hi, everybody, as you're coming in. If it's Thursday evening where you're watching, you're here live. Good news. Hashtag live. Pop that down there in the comments as well. All right, lovelies. Everyone jumping in, do say hello. I'm seeing some of the comments coming through. Oh my goodness, my computer is being really funny about comments, but luckily I am seeing lots of them on my phone because my computer is definitely being a little bit funky about seeing those comments. All right, but I also know there's a bit of lag on the phone. All right, you know what, lovelies, I am going to get started. So let me start by saying welcome, welcome, welcome. I really am excited that you're here tonight. And, like I just said, can you believe it's October already? And, I really do feel that, once we hit October, time speeds up. I mean, I already think the year is just like flown by this year. But before we know it, Christmas will be here. And really in the direct selling industry, what you do now in these next few months, in the next couple of weeks will impact on the next few months. What you do in the next few months is sort of your opportunity to finish your year off with a bang, with the most amazing sales that you've had probably all year, and finish off with a bang, but also then get ready to start the new year. Can you believe we're already talking about 2026? Get yourself set up for a really successful 2026 as well. All right, lovelies, I can see you jumping in. That's fantastic. Keep the comments coming through. Let me know if you're excited. And as I'm sharing stuff with you, feel free to say hi, to ask a question, etc. And as much as I can, I'll answer as I go, or I will circle back afterwards, right? So this could be, if you play it right, it could be, your best sales season ever, right? Because people are shopping, right? As we come into this year, people are shopping, they're hunting for gifts, they're ready to spend, and also on things that are still sort of like personal care stuff as well, right? Because I know we've got a big mix of different direct selling companies here. So that's actually, share with us in the comments. I don't want you to put any links, but tell us, what direct selling company are you with? Direct selling network marketing company are you with? Or, and or what type of products do you share? Because even those of you sort of in that wellness space, you've still got people like interested, ready to, change things up. Maybe they want to lose, 10 kilos before Christmas. Maybe it's they need a new skincare and makeup routine coming into all those Christmas parties and family events coming into the year. It's also people looking for ways to earn money as well, because there's always a lot of extra expenses at Christmas time. So there's so many possibilities when you get your content and your engagement right on Facebook. All right, so what I want to tell you is that tonight's masterclass is so important because the content and engagement strategies I'm going to share with you are some of the exact same ones that have helped so many of my clients inside of my Beehive program to actually double their sales or even more, right? I'm sharing with you some of those exact same strategies that they are using. And I want that for you too this Christmas season, right? So if you're feeling stuck on what to post, and let me know in the comments, do you feel stuck? If you are feeling stuck on what to post, or maybe you're getting crickets when you do post, or you just want more people seeing your offers, you are in the right place. Now, if you feel you're in the right place, please pop the right in the comments, right place, okay? By the time we finish, you'll have some practical ideas that you can use straight away to boost your engagement and start building momentum for your Christmas sales. Sound good? Shall we dive in? Give me a yes. I'm going to give you a pause. I'm just going to pause for a sec. I can see lots of different companies and products coming through. Fantastic. I'm loving seeing all that coming through. All right. So for those of you who might be newer to my world, you might not have attended any of my masterclasses before, etc. I want to do a little bit of a quick intro about myself. So I am Penny Inches. I am your direct selling success coach here at Be Successful in Direct Selling. And during my 16 years in the direct selling industry, I actually built a multi-million-dollar direct selling business while raising my 3 kids. Some of my proudest, well, apart from being a very proud mum, but one of my personal proud moments was actually in 2020 when I was actually named the Distributor of the Year by the Direct Selling Association of Australia. It's a little bit of a mouthful, but the Direct Selling Association of Australia is actually that big head body that the majority of your direct selling and network marketing companies belong to, right? So I was actually named Distributor of the Year out of the thousands and thousands of distributors across Australia within all of the direct selling and network marketing companies. And it truly was the most amazing thing. I will say we were in the depths of COVID. I did not get my moment on stage. It was a Zoom awards night, which was still really lovely. But you know, I'm quite partial to getting up on stage. It was something I used to get to do lots in my direct selling time, my direct selling career, because you know, I was one of my company's top sellers and top recruiters, top leadership development women as well. Now, also, I want to share with you why Facebook is a game changer for direct sellers, because obviously there are lots of different social media platforms out there. There's other sort of in-person things that you can be doing, you know, going out and doing markets, doing in-home parties, all sorts of bits and pieces like that. But Facebook can be a real game changer for direct sellers. And one of the reasons for that is because it actually helps you to stay connected with your customer base and reach new people. And Facebook is still the biggest social media platform on the planet. All right, there's still more people on Facebook than any other social media platform, right? So it is where you're going to find your potential new customers, and it's where you can stay connected with your customer base. So think about, you know, women that you meet, you know, if you go out and do markets, if you're doing online vendor events, you're connecting, you're staying in touch, working on staying front of mind. If you're doing in-home events, then, you know, you want to gather everybody in to follow you on Facebook. There's so many great things about Facebook and how it can really support you in building a really successful and profitable and sustainable long-term direct selling business. All right, who's excited? Who believes Facebook is a really massively amazing tool for your direct selling business? Fantastic to see so many of you saying you're in the right place. So I will say, I know that the comments are lagging a little bit, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. I will just have to catch up later. All right, lovelies. So I'm just checking the computer again just to see what's going on with, because I'm still not seeing comments over on the computer, but that's okay. If you feel Facebook is a game changer, you know, is a real massive tool for your direct selling business, I would love for you to put hashtag Facebook, pop that in the comments. All right, so, and I can see we've got some more lovelies jumping in. Hello, Alicia, Susan, Carolyn, Teresa. Fantastic, lovelies. Great to see you all here. So, if you're struggling with engagement or unsure what to post, you are absolutely in the right place. And what you're going to walk away with tonight, my goal is that you're going to come away with some practical ideas that you can use now, because, you know, action, the sooner you take action, the sooner you'll see results, that you can use now to boost your content, your engagement, and your sales. And remember, the ideas I'm sharing tonight have helped many of my clients double and even triple their engagement on Facebook, which has led to doubling their sales and more. And with the busiest selling season of the year just around the corner. Realistically, start of October, we should be, you should be diving into this already. You should already be sharing Christmas themed social media content, like dropping those seeds. There's no better time to start. All right, lovelies, I can see more jumping in. Fantastic. Hello, my lovelies. So great to see you here. So, why are we using Facebook? Let's have a think. Let's have a, just a rehash on that one, right? Your ideal customers and team members are already there, okay? Your ideal audience is predominantly on Facebook. Okay, and your Facebook group is the perfect place to build a sense of community and connection, especially leading into Christmas when everyone's looking for easy and convenient solutions, right? So there is actually nothing like it on any other social media platform like Facebook groups, right? And I want you to think about this as something, some of you might have heard me talk about this before, but if you haven't, here's a new one for you. Think of your Facebook customer group as being the women who said yes when you asked them to come over to your house to learn more about you and your products and how you and your products can help them, right? So if you currently have 20 women, and I'm going to say the majority of you probably have mostly women inside of your Facebook groups, if you have 20 women inside of your Facebook group, that's 20 people that walked in your door and are filling up your living room, right? Ready to learn about you, to hear from you and learn about your products, right? If you've got 50 in your group, wow, you've got a very crowded living room. If you've got 100, you might be considering hiring a hall, or maybe they've spilled out into the backyard as well. If you've got 200 or 300, hey, you've definitely hired a big venue for that, right? And I want you to think about that. That's why you want to be really building your Facebook group and really making your Facebook group a place that people want to hang out. Does that sound exciting to you? And I'd love for you to share with us in the comments, how many people do you have inside of your customer Facebook group? Let us know in the comments, and I'm hoping I'm going to see those comments come through reasonably quickly. So we will see. So let me know in the comments, how many people do you have inside of your Facebook group? And while I wait to see if those comments come through, I'm just going to take a sip of water. All right. Okay, no, it's being really slow. No, all right. The comments are taking ages to come through this evening, unfortunately. You get that, don't you? Oh, no, here we go. All right, Karen's got about 200. Janice, 223. Amy has 321. Jane has 56 at the moment. Kelsey's got 71. Jamie's got 444. Karen's got 180. Vanu's got 93. Fantastic. I'm seeing some great figures come through there. So has that made a difference to you? Had a bit of a shift in mindset? Because I'm all about you having the right mindset, right? The right mindset for success. Has that made you kind of rethink a bit about who's in your group, right? And the numbers in your group and what that actually means in reality, right? So I want you to be excited for how many you've got in your group, all right? So when used correctly, Facebook helps attract more of the right people ready to buy gifts, ready to join the business. It helps with increasing engagement and visibility, so more eyes see your offers in the lead up to Christmas. It helps you build know, like, and trust, which leads to sales and team growth, and it turns posts into conversations, customers, and connections that can actually double your sales this Christmas selling season. Does that sound exciting? Yay! It's absolutely brilliant. So, but I want to start off, lovelies, with common mistakes that hurt engagement, because I actually see and hear about these things all the time, right? And it is important for you to recognize things that you shouldn't be doing, right? So these are, I've got 4 things for you, 4 I'm going to share with you, that are 4 common mistakes that I see happening, or that I've had lovelies share with me, that can actually hurt your engagement on Facebook, right? So if you want to know what these common mistakes are, write the word mistakes in the comments, right? So first one is posting randomly without a plan. confuses your audience and doesn't build momentum, especially when consistency is key coming into Christmas. You do not want to be throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping it sticks. You don't want to be a panic poster where you go, oh, sugar, I haven't posted anything today. I better do something. And it's like 11 o'clock at night. Like, hello, that's panic posting, right? If you're guilty of any of these, do let us know in the comments, right? Number 2. Another mistake that can hurt engagement, if you are all sales all the time, it feels spammy and it gets ignored, all right? People want to feel connected, not sold to, okay? Third thing, not creating content that encourages interaction. It means no engagement, which equals no visibility, which means fewer sales when it matters most. And look, I'm sure your sales goals matter all the time, but you know what? This time of year is so many opportunities to have some really big wins, all right? Now, fourth thing, not using the right Facebook features effectively and missing out on simple ways to stand out this season. If you are not posting consistently, quality content, engaging content, you're missing out. If you are not doing stories, if you are not doing reels, you are missing out on engagement. You are missing out effectively on sales, right? And if you are not in professional mode on your personal profile and you haven't set it up the right way, again, you are missing out on attracting more potential customers and more potential team members, right? So they are 4 things that if you are doing these things, they will be hurting your engagement, okay? So next up, what are the 3 types of content that you need in order to get the results that you want? Who wants to know what the 3 types of content are? Oh, interesting. Karen has been making most of those making most of those mistakes. Well, Karen, this evening's workshop masterclass is really going to help you to tone things around, my lovely. All right. So the 3 types of content you actually need to get engagement and sales, your content needs to be intentional, right? So the first type is connection content or attraction content. So kind of attraction and connection content, right? It's so people get to know you and feel connected so that they can resonate with you. And what kind of content does that look like? You want to share your story, behind the scenes, personal wins and struggles. And ask simple, easy to answer questions, right? Really easy to get engagement, simple, easy to answer questions. But I'd love for you to be a little bit original. You know what? The next time, and tell me if you're guilty of this, the next time I see a woman with a direct selling business post the question, whether they've created a graphic or used a graphic that says, does pineapple belong on pizza? I swear I'm going to cry. If you are guilty of having used that sort of trademark suggested engagement post, I want you to tell me. How are you going to tell me? You're going to write pizza in the comments, right? You are going to write pizza. Hello, lovelies, jumping in now. Great to see you here. If you have been guilty of that stock standard shared by so many posts, I want you to write the word pizza down below. I'm waiting for those comments to come through, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe pineapple belongs on pizza, but it is so overdone, it's not funny, right? If you have been guilty of asking that question as a simple engagement hack, write the word pizza. I can't wait to see how many of you have used that so overdone like question, right? Engagement question, right? There's so many better ways to do it, right? You want to be doing stuff that is relevant, like really relevant to your group, to the people hanging out your group. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're, maybe if you're with Flavorista or with maybe Thermomix, or if there's any other sort of foodie type ones out there, then yeah, maybe I can see that the question about pineapple on pizza is a relevant question to ask. But in all honesty, there's so many better things that you can be asking, right? So other connection content, which is really good, using polls, fun this or that posts, and lifestyle content, sharing, how you use the product, how it helps them, what you do with it, how you use it, all sorts of things. And look, an example of a fun Christmas connection content is something like, and I mean, I look at again, it's a little bit of an overdone one, but the real versus the fake Christmas tree, or you can talk about, is it a hot dinner or a cold, or a cold lunch for Christmas, for the Christmas meal. I mean, there's lots of different ones, but just try and make it relevant to your crowd. All right, my lovelies. Okay. Cool. We got Lou, you're actually here live. Lovely. You are here live. All right. The second type of content. I nearly skipped your second type of content. Sorry there. Your value content. So people see you as the go-to person in your niche, sharing useful tips like did you know facts and how to post that are relevant to your group members. Okay, you want to educate them on your products without being salesy. You want to be using short videos or lives, reels, to demonstrate something helpful, such as gift ideas, quick demos on how to use the product, or as especially at this time of year and depending what you sell, Christmas hacks, right? Some simple Christmas hacks as well. Okay, so first type is going to be your connection content. Your second type is your value content, and then your third type is sales content, because you still need to be selling, right? You're in business to make some money. Okay, helping people helps you to make some money, right? So your sales content, because people need to know what you offer and how they can buy from you, okay? So you want to be sharing product solutions, customer testimonials, and results. All right. You want to be using curiosity posts as well as product selling posts. Try to stick to that 70-30 rule. So when you have to think about how many, and this is where planning your social media content is really important, right? The 70-30 rule means 70% needs to be not salesy and 30% can be salesy, right? So working out, how many posts a week are you doing and sticking with that 70%, 30% rule. So you can still talk about your products, but without it being salesy. So it might be talking about how a particular skincare range is suited to certain skin types, or how to use a particular spice sachet with Flavorista, or how to make your home smell good, or just insert your niche, whatever your niche is. Just let us know. And if you haven't already, pop it in the comments. What company are you with, or what sort of products do you sell, do you offer? Just no links, please. All right, remember there's a Sunday night post where you can share your links. You also want to be doing sorry, I said that one. Offering calls to action, like DM me, comment below, grab yours here. Don't make it hard for people to make a purchase if they see something they like, right? So, have those links. Preferably, you're going to be putting your links in the comments. Facebook is not a fan of you putting outside of Facebook links in your posts. It can kill your posts and can get you in trouble. Also, actually, while I'm here, do not put a sales post on your personal profile. It can absolutely get you in trouble with Facebook. And as we're seeing more and more people, because it's the AI bots that are checking out Facebook, we're seeing more and more people landing in Facebook jail, quite often for absolutely no reason. But if you are selling on your personal profile, i.e. putting prices of products, saying buy this is how you buy it, putting a link to your shopping website, that sort of thing on your personal profile, even in professional mode, in those posts, it is likely to get you into trouble with Facebook. You can get away with it in Facebook stories and in reels, okay? Just not in the posts, right? Like the pictures and word posts that you're putting on your profile. There's an extra free tip that I hadn't originally planned to share with you, not because I didn't want to, but just didn't think of it earlier. Now, when you mix these three, your three types of content, your connection content, your value content, and your sales content, you build momentum that helps lead to more Christmas orders and possibly your biggest sales months yet, right? Are we feeling excited? I hope we're feeling excited. All right, next up, I've got engagement boosters. How are we going to get more eyes on your post? I'm just going to let the comments catch up and have a sip of water again. Are we enjoying this? Are we finding this helpful? If you are finding this helpful, I would love for you to put it down in the comments. Hashtag helpful. Write that down there in the comments. That would be very, very helpful, my lovelies, because I'm always aiming to bring you lots of helpful tips and tricks and strategies, etc., etc. My mission is to help as many women as possible be more successful in the direct selling industry. I know it's possible. Having built my own multi-million-dollar direct selling business, I know it's possible, and having helped hundreds and hundreds of women over the years, over nearly 2 decades, to build more successful direct selling businesses, to earn great money, to earn great incentives and rewards and awards and all those sorts of things. I know it's possible, but you've got to have the right strategies and the right support, and you've got to be consistent as well, right? Okay, who is ready? I can see lots of you coming through now saying hashtag helpful. I really do have that little bit of a lag, I'm afraid, on the comments, my lovelies. So who's ready for some how to get more eyes on your posts? Okay, because Facebook rewards engagement. The more interaction, the more people will see your content. My Beehive members, program members, are very familiar with me talking about brownie points. It does come from a Girl Guiding background, but that's where, if anybody know of brownies, so brownie points. So earning brownie points with Meta, basically with the little Facebook gods. The things that you do on Facebook are being watched by the little Meta gods, who are working out whose posts go in front of who, in front of who, right? So the more brownie points you earn for what you're doing, the more your posts are going to get seen. You are going to get that extra visibility. And that's what we want. The more visibility that we have on Facebook, the more you're likely to get those sales, to get, hosts booking in with you if that's something you offer, and having people join your team if that is something that you offer. All right. So what are some simple engagement boosters, right? Asking easy, engaging questions, right? Polls are brilliant, right? Polls are a top one. If you're not doing a weekly poll inside your Facebook group, that's something you need to put on your list to be doing. You want to be doing this or that choices, and coming into this time of year, gift giving questions, right? Use your Facebook stories daily. They keep you visible. Really what you want to be doing on Facebook is trying to keep yourself front of mind. So when, Lady Mary decides that she needs skincare, she's going to think of Sonia, right? Or, think of you. You know what I mean, right? So you want to be staying front of mind, and Facebook stories on a daily basis, they really do help to keep you visible. Replying to every comment, it helps boost visibility, right? Going live. Who here goes live? I'd love to know, because, it is a real hit and miss. When I'm talking to women in direct selling, it seems to be a real hit and miss. Some of you do it. You do it consistently. You love it. You enjoy it. And others, you avoid it like the plague, right? But the thing is, Facebook prioritizes live video. So when you go live, it is prioritized, i.e. shown to more people by Facebook, but also it's a faster way to build know, like, and trust with your groupies, with your followers, right? So you definitely want to be going live. And the kind of things you can be doing when you're going live is you could do some unboxings. You could showcase, some gift ideas, product spotlights, how to use your products, who your products are for. There's so many different things. But again, plan your social media content, right? Using Reels. Reels are, it's a short form video is really hot right now. It continues to be hot. Reels have been a hot property for a couple of years now. They continue to be hot property, and they continue to be something that is prioritized by Facebook. And one of the great things about Reels, and you definitely want to be putting them on your personal profile, is they get shown to non-followers, right? So when you're in professional mode, your Reels, especially your posts, but especially your Reels, they'll be shown to your followers and to non-followers. And what can actually happen is you can be attracting non-followers to come and actually start following you, and they end up being being a potential customer, etc., etc. All right. So how are we going to keep it consistent? I've given you lots of ideas tonight so far. How are you going to keep this all consistent? How are you going to show up on a daily basis in your business so you can get the momentum that you want without burnout? Let's talk about that next. All right. Having a content plan instead of guessing what to post each day, right? And there are so many ways you can work out what your content plan is. You've got to do that mix of different posts. Remember, we were talking about the 70-30 rule. So you want to have a mix of posts that show them who you are, what you're about, who you like to help. You want to be asking questions about them so you understand what they're looking for, what they need. You want to be sharing information about the products. You want to share the benefits to booking in an event with you, whether that's an online or an in-person or a one-on-one consultation, and the benefits to joining your business, becoming or a VIP customer. I know many of you have a VIP customer option with your businesses. So absolutely, let me know in the comments, does your company offer like a VIP customer option? Okay, let me know. So with your content plan, it's really, it's basically setting your calendar out for the month and working out what do you need to talk about, right? Because your social media should be supporting your goals, right? And this is why you'll often hear me talk about in the post here in the free group, you'll often hear me talk about knowing what your goals are, how important it is to know what your goals are, right? Because knowing what your goals are then helps you to actually create your content plan. So the content plan should be supporting your goals. So if your goal is to get X amount of dollars, what kind of content are you going to share to get those sales? What does that look like, right? If your goal is to get, X amount of event bookings, right? How many posts are you going to do throughout, like each week, throughout the month that are going to be about inspiring the members of your Facebook group to want to book in an event with you, right? If you want to be recruiting people to your team, what do those posts look like? How many posts are you going to be doing to support that goal that you have to recruit new team members? Does that make sense? If this makes sense, let me know in the comments if this makes sense, right? Okay, about why you need to be doing a content plan. Okay, so you're not panic posting. You're not trying to, guess each day. You're not feeling overwhelmed. You don't feel like every day you're like, oh my God, I've got to work out what I'm going to post today. Oh my gosh, I've got to work out what I'm going to post today, right? Create yourself a plan. Oh, that's great to see. Lots of you have preferred customers or VIP customer options. That's fantastic. And I appreciate everybody here sharing. It's so amazing to see so many of you sharing here with us all this evening. So next up, how are you going to keep it consistent without burnout? Batch create your content. So you're not scrambling last minute. Don't be a panic poster. Now, do you know what batch creating content means? Who knows what batch creating content means? Let me know in the comments, right? Thanks, Jane. Thanks, Danny. Thanks, Debbie. Fantastic. Who knows what batch creating content means? Batch creating content, I'm going to share with you. You don't have to keep wondering in case you don't know. Batch creating content is when you sit down and create a whole bunch of posts at the same time, right? So for instance, say you've decided that on Monday mornings you want to share like a motivational quote or mindset quote, and you're going to schedule that in. Scheduling is a big thing too. Scheduling will make a big difference to keeping consistent without burnout. So you've decided that you want to schedule a mindset or a motivational quote every Monday morning. So rather than every Monday or every Sunday night creating a Monday morning motivation post and scheduling one, what you want to be doing is creating, 4, 5, 6 motivational posts in one go. Right? So if you're jumping into Canva and you're writing up, are you creating tiles with that quote that you've decided to share? Create 6 of them. Don't do them one at a time. Create 4 of them, 5 of them, 6 of them, whatever, and then schedule them out. Generally, probably most of the time, because Facebook groups these days, you have to use the in-group scheduling option. You can't use outside apps like you used to be able to. And generally, you can only schedule 4 weeks at a time. So probably, if you do 4 at a time, that's perfect. Create your 4 motivational Monday posts and then go and schedule. Boom, there's your Mondays for the month of October, let's say. I know we already had Monday this week, but there's all your Monday morning posts for the month of October. Or and do the same thing, and there it is for November, right? And then do it again for December. Does that make it sense, right? Scheduling, creating that content and scheduling it out in bulk, right? Does that make sense? Anybody here doing that right now? Let us know in the comments. All right, let us know. Is that something you already do? What else are you going to do to keep consistent? Repurposing. Repurposing your content. And this means a couple of different things, right? One, it means turning one idea into multiple posts, lives, reels, and stories. Remember that most of us need to hear things many times over before we actually really take it on board and take action, okay? So you talking about the one idea in multiple different ways is a really good way of repurposing. One of the other ways to repurpose is to actually reuse posts that you created a few months ago, because I'm going to tell you something. You all overthink it, right? Everybody thinks, oh my gosh, I can't reuse the same post I used 3 months ago, right? The chances are that people don't, people don't remember what they read 3 months ago. Most people don't remember what they read a week ago, right? And again, you've got to remember, not everybody sees everything you post on Facebook, right? That's just normal, right? Absolutely normal. So don't be afraid to repurpose past content, but also turning one idea into multiple different types of posts, lives, reels, and stories, right? Make sure you are using Facebook's tools to your advantage. Professional mode, scheduling your posts, all those sorts of things, right? Use all the tools that Facebook provides you, all free of charge, I might add. Right? We are all about organic marketing here, and organic marketing means engaging and using and sharing on Facebook without actually having to pay for anything. It's an amazing free tool that you all have access to, right? Don't we love it? And consistency is what will help you keep momentum at all times, right? When you fall off the bandwagon, when you stop posting or you stop engaging, you've actually got to climb the ladder again to get back up and get that momentum going again. So really try not to fall off, right? Create your plans, bulk create your content, schedule it out. And look, it's a little bit early to talk really about what you're doing with your content over the Christmas and New Year period. I'll talk with you again later, in a month or two about that. But, when you're going away, and this is the other thing, when you get yourself in front, if you're going away on holidays or you have some family dramas or you get, or you're unwell or something, if you've got a plan in place, if you've scheduled ahead, you don't fall off the cliff with you, and lose your momentum on Facebook. All right. Does that make sense to everybody? Let me know in the comments. Okay. Again, I'm going to say it is lagging a little bit, right? I'm just taking another sip. Jamie needs to get back on track. Rosemary needs to get back into scheduling. Tamara, yeah, look, but sometimes it works, right? It is okay to have the same post each week. Just change it up a little, depends what the post is. Depends what it is, right? Rosemary loves doing repurposing. Carol Ann says her company drips feeds social media content one a day at a time, and it frustrates her. You know what, Carol Ann? Be original. Purple cow in a field of dairy cows. Have you heard me talk about that? Purple cow in a field of dairy cows. You want to stand out from everybody else. Create your own content, right? I can understand if and I know some companies will suddenly do flash sales and things like that. Absolutely, you got to pop that in at the last minute. But there's no reason why you cannot create your own content. Remember that if you use the same content as everybody else in your company, your posts actually don't get seen, right? You blend into the crowd, people scroll on past, Facebook doesn't like it, right? Be original, be the purple cow in a field of dairy cows. Really, really important. I'm just scrolling back through. Cool. All right. Absolutely, Karen. Cool. All right, lovelies. Other Karen needs to find her mojo back. Absolutely. Haha, Carol Ann is becoming a purple cow. I love it. All right. All right, so we have talked about a bunch of practical ideas that you can start straight away on Facebook, right? Because remember, October, November, and December, these are the months that can completely change the game in your direct selling business, right? So we've talked about lots of different things. We have talked about why we're using Facebook. We've talked about mistakes that you might be making that can hurt engagement. We've talked about the 3 types of content that you need: connection content, value content, sales content. We've talked about engagement boosters that can can help you get more eyes on your posts. We've talked about how to be consistent and keep it consistent without burnout, right? And you know what? I've seen it again and again. Women who take these strategies and really run with them, they are massively increasing their engagement and they're doubling their sales, and they're heading into Christmas more confident than ever, right? And you can too. Use what you've learned today and start taking action, right? But you know what? Knowing what to do is just the beginning, right? Actually doing it consistently, that's what's going to help you to double your sales and make this your best Christmas season ever, right? And why do I keep mentioning doubling your sales? Because I bet you all want to double your sales, right? Put it in the comments. If you want to be doubling your sales, write the word double down below, right? And the reason I'm talking to you about doubling your sales is so many of my Beehive membership program members are doing just that. They have been doubling and in some cases tripling their sales because they've not just got what you guys got tonight, they're getting every single strategy, because there is more. There's so many strategies to use and to learn, right? And inside my program, I've got checklists and trainings, and we have support and weekly calls and all that sort of thing, right? You want to be having, that ongoing support and strategies and a step-by-step plan to help you build that more successful business, right? More success, more profits. And you know what too? Building your confidence faster, because one of the things is when you feel like you know what the right strategies are for posting on Facebook, for getting the sales, for getting the recruiting, you actually feel more confident. You feel more confident about showing up and sharing those posts and all those sorts of things, right? So look, I would love to share with you all now. If it's okay, let me know if it's okay. Just put the word yes, just put share. I want to share with you more about my Beehive program, right? Because it is an amazing program. I've been running it now for, it must be about 3 or 4 years. And my clients are just getting so many amazing results, growing confidence, learning the right strategies, getting sales, getting awards, getting incentive trips. So many different things are coming out of the strategies and the support and the training that they're getting inside of the Beehive members, right? Okay, yep, we've got some lovelies are saying share, share, share. Fantastic. I love you know why I love talking about my Beehive membership program? Because my mission is to help as many women as possible in the direct selling industry to do better, to be more successful, because I know what it's like. I achieved it. When I started in direct selling back in 2006, I was a stay-at-home mum. I had two kids. I then went on to have a third. I had my youngest, Yolanda, in my second year of business, second year of business. I actually worked out I was pregnant when I was at my first company conference. Fun fact. And, you know, and I wanted, and I'd lost a lot of the confidence I'd had when I was younger, and I went, you know what, let's give this a go, let's see what happens, right? And I went out and I started doing in-home parties. Remember, this was 2006, but I got into the Facebook game back in 2009. I've been doing Facebook for a long time as well, right? And, you know, and I built this multi-million dollar direct selling business. It still absolutely blows my mind. I earned I think it was 12 incentive trips over the years. I was one of the top 3 sellers for years and years and years in the company Australia-wide. I was the top recruiter for the last 5 years in a row while I was with that company. And it's amazing, the confidence boost. You know, if someone had told me 20 years ago that I'd be jumping on, doing lives and doing what I do now, I never would have believed them, right? But through building my direct selling business, through having that success, through earning that income while still being able to do all those mum things, my confidence grew, right? And I want that. I want to see that for you, right? I'm really passionate about that. All right, so I've got lots of you saying share, share, share. All right, so inside the Beehive, you get weekly support, coaching, trainings like do at your own pace trainings, content strategies, a buzzing community of women just like you who are growing their direct selling businesses the right way because they've come into the program. They've got exclusive access to my Queen Bee Method program, which is your framework for success. It's where everybody starts when you come into my Beehive. We have weekly live group coaching calls. There is new trainings every single month. There is support via a private Facebook group and a private chat where you can ask your questions, lean in for support. All of our ladies jump in and support each other on Facebook as well. Many of my clients have doubled the size of their direct selling businesses since joining, and they'll tell you, and there's loads of them out there telling they'll share testimonials all the time. They'll tell you it started with knowing the right strategies on Facebook and the support that they get inside of being in the Beehive, right? So because it's October, and actually I'm just going to let a little cat out of the bag. It is my birthday month. Just a little quiet thing. This is why I'm going to share some extra free bonuses with you tonight for anyone that decides to join. Because it's October, it is actually the perfect time for you to join my Beehive program and get the help you need so you can feel confident and prepared and ready to have your best Christmas sales ever. How good would it be if you had that extra money coming in to help you over the Christmas period? We know we always spend extra money at Christmas, right? And remember, sometimes we have to spend money to make money, right? And I've done it myself. I've invested in business coaches over the years, and it's made a difference. When I started Be Successful 5 years ago to where I am now is so much, is so huge. The growth, I'm constantly blown away by the growth I've had over the last 5 years. And that's because I have invested in myself and in business coaches, also used what I also learned and used and taught and everything for so many years. And I'm still learning new stuff, which I bring to all of you lovelies. And it can be scary to invest, but you know what? It makes a difference, right? So, this is about believing in yourself and giving yourself this opportunity to learn more and do better in your business, right? So I have special free bonuses for the first 5 women who join. So let me remember what my free bonuses are. My free bonuses, I am going to give you free access to my Facebook funnel webinar 2.0. Your Facebook funnel is how you attract people and you feed them into your world. And if you have not set up your Facebook funnel, you are absolutely missing opportunities to attract more potential customers, right? I will also give you free access to my Build Your Team workshop. So that is all about recruiting. How do you recruit people? Next bonus is going to be a personalized action plan session for you to get you set up for what you're going to do in that first few weeks, few months inside of my Beehive program. My Beehive program, it is a 6-month program. And the reason it is a minimum 6-month program, you can stay longer. Many of my members do stay longer. Many of my members have been with me for quite a few years, because there is always fresh trainings and great support going on inside of my Beehive program. So you will get a personalized action plan session absolutely free. And from that session, you will be given a written personalized action plan. Also, I'm going to offer a free 30-day social media content plan, which I will personalize for you for your customer Facebook group. So those bonuses are worth well over an extra $500, right? So what I want you to do to find out more is actually book in for your free roadmap call. This is something I haven't normally done when I am doing when I've run a masterclass and I've been talking about my program. I don't actually often offer these free roadmap calls with me, but I am doing that this time. Now, there will be a limited number of places for these free roadmap calls. So I've actually just dropped the link down in the comments that takes you to go and book your free roadmap call. You can jump in and book a call with me as soon as tomorrow, right? And there will be an extra special bonus that I'm going to share with those who jump into that free roadmap call, right? So there are limited call spots. So if you're thinking this is something you might want to do, book yourself in for one of my free roadmap calls, right? In that roadmap call, we are going to have a look at where are you in your business right now. I'm going to have a bit of a look at your Facebook and see what you've got set up, what needs work, all those sorts of things. And then we'll have a look at, is the Beehive membership program the right fit for you? Is it going to work for you? And I will say that if you are ready to learn, if you are committed to taking action, and you're ready to see massive growth in your business, then you are going to be the right fit for my Beehive membership program. Now, if you want me to personally send through that link to book in the free roadmap call, please put the word Beehive in the comments and I will circle back afterwards. And I know I've actually got quite a few of my Beehive members, program members, are actually here watching the free masterclass at tonight as well, because they've learned by now that there's always little gold nuggets coming out of my mouth whenever I talk in a live, in one of our Beehive group coaching workshops or group coaching sessions, or I do mini Facebook audit sessions with my Beehive members as well. In these lives, in these masterclasses, I'm always throwing out gold nuggets. So even my ladies that are actually paying to work with me and be supported by me love coming along to these free masterclasses as well, which I absolutely love. I think that's really amazing. So the truth is, knowing what to do is just the first step, right? The women who really take off are the ones who have that training, have that ongoing support, accountability, and a step-by-step plan to follow, all right? And that's exactly what I give inside of my Beehive membership program. So if you want this to be your best Christmas season ever, now is the perfect time to join, right? Imagine heading into this Christmas selling season feeling organized, feeling confident, and ready to maximize every single opportunity. That's what my Beehive here is here to help you with, right? And remember, just for those who are ready to take action quickly, I do have those special free bonuses for the first 5 women who join. And there's a reason why it's 5. I generally only take on 5 new women each month into the program, because when you join, you get that extra support in your first month. You get that personalized action plan. There's always going to be some extra questions. You're getting that 30-day social media content plan. So that's why I generally only take on 5 new members each month into my program. So if you want to be one of the 5 that comes in the month of October, you want to book your sorry, tickle in my throat. You want to book in your free roadmap call with me ASAP to grab one of these spots. I've opened up availability for tomorrow. You can literally jump in tonight and book a time slot for tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, and then also I've got some availability next week. All right. So I want to say thank you so much to everyone that has come along tonight. I want you to use all of what I've shared this evening to help inspire you, to help motivate you, to help you plan your content. Make sure that you are not making the mistakes that I mentioned, right? I don't want you to be doing that. I want you to be successful. And if you are ready to invest in yourself, if you are ready to see a difference in your business, come and talk to me, right? Book in your call. Let's have a chat. I've got lots of different payment plan options. You can pay up front and get a discount. You can pay weekly. You can pay monthly. So many ways, because I want to make it as possible as, I can't think the right way to phrase it. I want to make it as affordable and attainable, reachable, you know what I mean, to as many of you as I possibly can, right? And it realistically, the investment in you and your business, you're going to see that money back in your business when you come and you lean into the support, you take the action. It's just amazing, right? And I can see some of my Beehive members jumping in saying, yes, it's absolutely worth it. Oh, Danny, I like that idea. Investing in yourself as an early Christmas present. I love that idea. All right, lovelies, that is it from me tonight in this masterclass. I hope you have found it helpful. If you've not already, pop that in the comments, and you have found it helpful, #helpful. Pop that down below. I've been loving hanging out with you. It's great to see so many of you interacting in the comments, and I will be doubling back over the next 24 hours. It won't be straight away, but I will be doubling back over the next 24 hours to catch up with everyone that has jumped into this masterclass tonight. All right, lovelies, thank you very much. That's it for me tonight. I'm going to find that end button. I'm going to hit that end button, and I'm out of here. Bye for now. See ya. Bye. Bye.